Shalom to our brothers, sisters, and truth seekers across the globe. As the winter chill fades and the first signs of green emerge from the earth, we at Yahshua the Messiah Ministry find our hearts turning toward the appointed times of the Creator. We are entering a season of profound spiritual renewal, and today we want to share the beauty and urgency of the Feast of Unleavened Bread. The Feast of Unleavened Bread is not a dusty relic of ancient history. It is a living, breathing commandment for those who follow the narrow way. Lasting 7 days, it begins immediately after the Passover. Historically, it commemorates the haste with which the Israelites fled Egypt, so quickly that their dough didn't have time to rise. But looking deeper, the Bible reveals this as a perpetual and everlasting statute. Leviticus 23 verse 14 makes it clear, this is a law throughout your generations in all your dwellings. We observe this once per year in the springtime, not out of mere tradition, but out of obedience to a Father who wants his people to remember the cost of their freedom. In the biblical context, leavened yeast is a metaphor for sin, pride, and the puffing up of the ego. For 1 week, we physically remove leaven from our homes and refrain from eating anything fermented with it. Why does this matter in our modern, fast-paced world? Intentionality. We live in a society that encourages us to add more wealth, more status, more noise. This feast forces us to subtract. It demands that we look at the hidden corners of our lives and sweep out the leaven of malice and hypocrisy. The bread of sincerity. When we eat matzo, unleavened bread, we remind ourselves that we are sustained by the bread of life, Yahshua the Messiah. He was without sin, the perfect sacrifice, broken for us. Spiritual discipline. It takes effort to check every ingredient label and clean every cupboard. This physical act trains our spiritual eyes to detect the subtle yeast of worldly influences that try to creep into our faith. Some might say these days are done away with, but we see a different story in the Scriptures. Even the Apostle Paul, writing to the church in Corinth, 1 Corinthians 5 verse 8, urged the believers to keep the feast, not with old leaven, but with the unleavened bread of sincerity and truth. This springtime appointment is a yearly reset button. It's a time to walk out of our personal Egypts and recommit to a life of holiness. As the sun sets on the preparation day, we invite you to join us in this sacred observance. Let us put away the pride of the world and feast on the purity of the Word. May your homes be filled with peace and your hearts be found pure during this holy season. Blessings to you all. I'm Elder Joe from the Yahshua the Messiah Ministry team.